Hey y'all, welcome back to another vlog. I'm going back to taking my morning shots, and I just had some apple cider vinegar and some key lime juice, and I sprinkled like a little bit of cinnamon with some spring water, and I have this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Now, I used to do this before, and then I'm just like, why would I be trying to drink something that is just like, I'm not really a fan of? However, those Olippops and those drinks can be kind of pricey, and I run out of them. So this is a way to like make my own little concoction, because the main, one of the main ingredients of the drinks is the apple cider vinegar with mother. So that right there lets you know that it's good for digestive health and everything. So I'm about to just take a shot, and it's not that much. I added some water and my ingredients in there, probably like 2 capfuls of everything and a little bit of water. So I'm going to go ahead and have that on an empty stomach. So I was torn between going to Smoothie King and Pliables, and I saw that Smoothie King now has the smoothie bowls, and I've been really not feeling going to different places, getting food, spending my money. It's like certain places, you know, it's going to be good. It kind of puts you in the mind frame of no matter where you are in the world, when you go to McDonald's, you're going to get the same type of fries. I need all these businesses to like really be consistent when it comes to the products that they're pushing out, because it don't always be the same. But I say that to say, I've never had a smoothie bowl from Smoothie King. I've had smoothies from there, but I've never had a smoothie bowl. So I stuck to what I knew today, so I would not have any regrets. And I went and got the stupid Cupid. Baby, if you ever want like a little treat that got fruit and all that, it has Nutella drizzled on top. I don't mind coconut shavings. However, I just feel like it get in the way sometimes. But it was really, really good. It has a strawberry base, coconut nibs, strawberries topped on there, and Nutella drizzled all over it. So chef's kiss. And Taylor got a strawberry blueberry. Ooh, that sounds like a lot. Strawberry blueberry smoothie. So that's what she had. So I took out some ground chicken. I picked up some ground chicken when I went into Whole Foods. And what I'm going to do is just season that up. I'm going to keep my meal prep very simple. I'm just going to season it with like taco seasoning. I'm going to make me some more sweet potatoes because they were so good. And I'm going to show you all the process on how I get that done. So to not really bore you guys out, I'm going to first start with, I'm going to cut them for y'all. And then I'm going to bring y'all back on the camera and show y'all the texture and all of that, and how I get the perfect, in my opinion, consistency and everything. Everybody has different taste buds. Everybody has different likings, things of that nature. Yeah, I'm laughing at that because I just had a conversation with my cousin. My cousin said that she went and got the Just Bare nuggets, and she was like, they're just okay. But it's coming from somebody that's not really a fan. Like, I feel as though I used to live like walking distance from a Chick-fil-A. I used to go to Chick-fil-A all the time just so I can buy the ice. And when I would get the ice, I would feel bad just about going there ordering a bag of ice. It was like $1.50 for 2 or whatever. So I would order something, or, you know, my kids liked it or whatever. So when I brought the Just Bare, they was like, oh, Mom, we don't need to go to Chick-fil-A no more. And it's so many different things you can do with it. And I'm not like bashing or knocking Chick-fil-A or whatever, but I love the Just Bare brand chicken nuggets. I get tired of it because that's not normally like my go-to. But being a solo mom, you want something quick and easy, pop them in the air fryer for about 15 minutes, flip on both sides, sprinkle whatever you want on there, whether it be some Himalayan sea salt, whether or not you want to make like a sweet and sour sauce to pour over it. It's an always easy go-to meal or whatever. Like, my arms is getting toned. But I also went to Five Below earlier because I had a jump rope at one point in time that I got from Five Below. Every time I get a jump rope, I get it from Five Below. And for some reason, y'all, jump rope will take you out. Like, it will definitely, while I'm talking, let me go ahead and get moving. And you know what? I'm not going to use taco seasoning. I'm going to use Tony Chachere's, and I'm going to use this on my ground chicken. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to ground that up. I got my oven preheating to 400. I'm going to use some olive oil. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. You cannot mess up on these things. And I'll probably add another chicken bouillon. But y'all, why y'all didn't tell me? Why y'all didn't tell me these cookies was good like that? And normally your girl ain't a crispy cookie type of girl, but baby, these cookies are so... I shouldn't even grab the bag because the smell is like coming out of the bag. Like for 2 cookies, let me show y'all. For 2 cookies, it's 140 calories. And them 2 cookies be just enough. Like, look at them. For 2 of these. Y'all can these hand right over here. Go ahead. But they are so good, y'all. They're so good. So with that being said, I got these because every now and then you just be wanting a little treat or whatever. And I can eat those within my calorie deficit. So basically, to break down your calorie deficit, like what that actually is. So basically the way you want to think about it is if you take in more calories than what you burn, you're not going to lose weight. So it takes about 3,500 calories. The 1 pound is like 3,500 calories. So I use this calendar, which I'm going to include down in my description box down below, to figure out how many calories I would need to consume for 3 different things. So in order to lose weight, what I would need to be at, and it's going to take into consideration your lifestyle. Like, are you active? Do you work out? Do you get up and go walking? Like, all of those things are going to be a deciding factor when it comes to your calorie deficit. So just like if you were to do a 600 calorie workout and burn 600 calories in a short amount of time, like if you use MyFitnessPal, it is reduce that from the amount that you intake or whatever. So I went ahead and figured out what my maintenance calories was. So like if I just wanted to maintain where I was at, if I wanted to lose weight, what I needed to be at or under. And that's how I figured out what my calorie deficit is. Now, the one thing that I did not always know, because I feel like this journey for me has been a lot of trial and error. The one thing that I did not know, I used to feel guilty about having like a cheat day. And I was talking to my good friend Shakayla, and she was basically telling me, like, there's no way, even if I had something that was a lot in calories, back up Taylor, I don't like you over here when I'm cooking, that had a lot of calories in it, there's no way that that's going to cause me to gain an influx of weight back or whatever. So be mindful of that. Like, a lot of times I'm way under even my calorie deficit. And if I were to have like a whole week of where I did good and didn't even meet what my calorie deficit was, me having one day is just going to be adding to like what I've already been in a deficit for. I hope that what I'm saying is making sense to y'all. That was like the main thing. And once that light bulb went off, like this is when it hit to me, right? I follow this guy named John Schaefer, and for some reason I haven't been seeing his videos lately. But I follow him on TikTok and I follow him on Instagram. Now I have been on my journey like consistently since I've been in Georgia. And I made an agreement to myself, and I spoke about this on previous videos. But if you're new here, I just want to go ahead and take it back. What I said was I didn't want to get a gym membership and let it go to waste. So I said that if I was able to find solutions within my household and my area, then that's what I was going to rather do. So with that being said, I found John Schaefer, and he was just talking about how, like, a nutritionist, he saw some documentary that a guy said that he was going to eat nothing but junk food but remain in a calorie deficit. And he had like tasty cakes, like all types of things that he was consuming in this time period. And homeboy still lost weight. eating the way that he did. Now, it's not, of course, the most ideal, because when you're on any type of journey, you still want to make sure that you are getting the nutrition that you want. And a lot of that stuff will be loaded in sodium, cholesterol. And if you come from a family where that runs in your family and stuff like that, it can get real. Look at my arms, y'all. But yeah, so I said that to say that, like I always tell y'all, there's no such thing as bad food, but too much of anything can be deemed as bad or have like a negative effect towards you and your body. So I've been focused for a while on consuming protein, because protein is going to protect the existing muscle that lies in your body. So there's a way that you could be losing weight and then losing fat. My goal is to lose fat because I want to be toned. I want to have muscle with having as minimal loose skin as possible. So that's why my focus has been to meet my protein goals more so anything else. But you do want to be mindful of your calorie intake, which is why intuitive eating, calorie deficit, all that kind of stuff works for me and my lifestyle. Having kids, I don't want to deprive myself. I feel like I said before that this is something that I could sustain and stick to over my lifetime. So I already have my ground chicken going. So I just added in my Tony Satchery. I'm going to add in a chicken bouillon. I added a little bit of oil to this. And it doesn't take long to cook. We're going for quick and easy meals, because if it's something that we're going to dread eating or making, how sustainable is that going to be? You're not going to want to make this on a consistent basis. This is something that, you know, I'm going to keep on its own. I've even added this to like scrambled eggs, make like an egg bake, and it was very filling, delicious, and it gave me extra protein. So like I said, it's a each one teach one over on my channel. What am I looking for, y'all? Oh, my chicken bouillon. So I'm just going to continue to round this up, and I'm going to actually cut it on low. I have it turned up on high right now, and then I'm going to start going ahead and working on my sweet potatoes. And then I'm also going to, so the sweet potatoes are going to be your complex carbs. You can have carbs, and that's something that is high in fiber, so fiber is good. And also I'm going to make some broccoli, and the olive oils are like a good fat. So that's giving me all the components to be successful on my journey and to set myself up for success. So I already have my oven preheated, so I'll be right back, y'all, once I get this all done and taken care of. So I cut the sweet potatoes about this thick. And I don't even care to take the skin off of the rest of these. I can take them off during cooking. So, and I'm gonna cut this one in half because it is really big. Take some extra virgin olive oil and drizzle that.
Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart, but there's just one thing I need from you. Say I do, because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, and you make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, and gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love, my love, my love. And I'm not the woman that can take your spot, my love, my love.
Here we go. And this is how I like my ground chicken or my ground turkey. Nice and still tender, full of flavor, seasoned to my liking. Being as though this is going to be reheated, this is exactly how I like it. So I'm just going to add some pepper to it because I got to add pepper to everything. And then that'll be done. So then I'm also going to make some boiled eggs so that I could just grab and go. Very quick and easy meal prep, y'all. Alright, y'all, so my sweet potatoes are done. It didn't take no time. And look how easily, like, the knife just goes down into them. And this is just one sweet potato and how I cut that up. So this is like literally one serving if I choose to have it that way. I also went ahead and boiled some eggs. These can be eaten as a snack or added to something with breakfast. I have yet to decide on which. I'm also going to show you all some other things that I like to have that I don't even have to prep right now. So let me go ahead and grab. So I just went in my refrigerator and grabbed a couple other things that I will go ahead and utilize to like snack on and everything. Let me get this oven off. So I have this protein yogurt. I spoke about this before. I just found the vanilla ones again. This is my favorite flavor, me personally. But this has 25 grams of protein in it, and it's only 170 calories. Can you find other protein yogurts that have lesser calories? Yeah, but it's probably gonna be nasty. You can, but again, it's probably gonna be nasty. This I could just eat as is without adding anything to it. These pepperonis, this is turkey pepperoni, and it's by Applegate. I got this when I was in Whole Foods the other day, and for 17 slices, it's only 80 calories. So these are like ways that you can really, if you're concerned like, oh, I only get to eat this much, 9 times out of 10, I used to, when I felt like I was being restricted as far as calories was concerned, that's because I didn't have a full concept. So now I'm to the point to where, yeah, I might go to Chick-fil-A. I mean, sorry, we was just talking about Chick-fil-A, me and my cousins. But yeah, I might go to Starbucks, but I'm gonna try to get the drinks or the snacks that have the least amount of calories in it. Like, I don't like wasting my calories on a beverage. So if I have like a drink that's 120 calories, that's my max. My fitness pal is set to 2,020 calories in a day. So like, these are ways that I could build up. I also have these rice cakes that I got from Aldi's, and for 2 of these, for one of these, it's 40 calories. So if I have 2, it is 80 calories. And I've seen people like crunch these up and like made their own little Rice Krispies by using like the PB2 and getting some like dark chocolate and coating it that way to have like as a snack as well. But you really gotta like expand your mind, especially don't look at like what you're giving up. Think about like all the things you're gonna be gaining by choosing healthier options and creating a better lifestyle for you and your family. Like I said, everything that I typically make, my kids eat the same way. The only one that had like a hard time at first adjusting was my daughter Jordan, because y'all know she lived in Delaware last school year, not this past one, but the school year prior. And she came here and she was like, Mom, you're not making fried. Honey, won't do fried, but you're gonna be satisfied by how I flavor this food. And she easily got acclimated to it. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. Like, a lot of the things that I do get, like I had a salad from Kava that was 600 calories. However, it contained a lot of the things that I needed versus me going to get a donut. There's no micronutrients in a donut, and you're still going to be eating about 400 calories on one donut. So that's just like the mindset that, like, I love being in a calorie deficit. Like, a lot of times when I'm getting a craving for something particular, I can always add those to my calories. I could always say, well, I'm gonna scale back on certain things because I know I'm gonna want a cookie. I know I'm gonna want 2 of these, so I'm gonna have to incorporate everything else around this. But I'm also mindful of these because, again, my whole thing is I'm trying to get as much nutrients into my calorie deficit as possible. And I've also found a way to get my protein and everything by minimizing even having protein bars and things of that nature. Another good thing or a good way to get protein is like eating tuna. Like, make you up some tuna. I could also add these eggs to my tuna. I showed you on my bonza pasta. Like, things that already have protein in them are like good sources and good places to start at. So, and always remember to get your water intake in. Let me tell you something else that my good brother John Schaefer shares, is that on an empty stomach, when you're intermittent fasting, add some pink Himalayan salt to your water And this is 0 calories. It does not have any calories at all. But one thing that I find is it makes me drink more. It keeps you hydrated. It's another way to get you hydrated and going for the day on an empty stomach. And it also helps you to have a bowel movement, especially if you're not getting enough fiber in your diet. This is a go-to. You don't need too much. Like a couple sprinkles, you'll taste it. Even though it's light as far as sodium is concerned on my foods, I can always tell when I add this to my water. So you don't want to go too crazy. And that was another thing before I get off of here. These water flavors, there's all different kinds. I always try to get the ones that don't have calories in it if I can. They can get a little bit pricey, but this whole container says that there's 24 servings in this. So although it's little, you get your money's worth from this. So this is the strawberry watermelon flavor. So whenever I get tired of chugging water, I go ahead and put a couple squirts of that in my water and just go on about my day. So by no way am I a nutritionist or anything like that, but these are like things that have helped me along my journey and have helped me to keep over 100 pounds off. And I'm still going. I'm still a work in progress. This is going to be my lifestyle. I get to work out every day. I get to eat healthy. I get to put things in my body that are good for me and that are going to make a long lasting difference. It's helping my skin, although I have the occasional breakouts and things like that. I feel like I'm aging backwards. I'm knocking on 40, y'all, and I feel good. So like I said, I hope that this helps somebody. Hey y'all, good morning. I am about to get me some jump rope, and I didn't do too bad yesterday. It's been a minute since I picked up a jump rope, but it looks so much better with natural lighting in my house. I just wanted to come and show y'all what it's giving when I'm fasting on an empty stomach. So first, let me just tell y'all that what I have on is like a little sweat thing. This is what the inside of it looks like. I got it off of Amazon, and I usually just wear my waist trainer around this as well. I'm not a sweater. Like, I would have to literally be in a campfire in order to start to see myself sweat, but this helps. And I usually put like some Abilene or some type of like petroleum Vaseline based product on there, but I don't have anything on there now. These pants are already too big for me, so by layering other things, it helps. It comes to right here. I don't know if you can see the line or not. So it's pretty long. But every morning I wake up feeling super proud, and then throughout the day, it's like it don't get that. But this is like a side view of the work in progress. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna have to post some pictures from before. And I guess all black doesn't help, but this is what your girl is working with at the moment. Waist is coming in, so like I said, it may not look like much, but I'm gonna insert some before and like how hard and poked out my stomach was prior to me starting this journey. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and show you guys that. I am about to, like I said, get some steps in, and I'll see y'all later. So y'all, you can see, done broke a sweat, baby. Whew, whew. I just finished jumping. I did 33 minutes and burned, according to my watch. I didn't get that. Could you try? Here she goes.